Damn, this is 200. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, and not just any episode. Oh, it's a special one today, folks. We are back for episode 200. Let's go!
And super meaningful fights to talk about this.
What do we got for you guys for episode 200?
Islam.
I wish.
I wish.
We were hoping for that Islam news. We fucking needed that.
I know. For anyone that doesn't understand, our first episode, our 50th episode, our 100th episode, and our 150th episode all featured an Islam fight. So quite disappointing to stop the pattern here.
Yeah. And even if you took the total sum of all these fights, hype and meaning and all of that and put it together, it's not even close to if we had an Islam fight.
Yeah,
because Islam would be fighting Baba Dabalena. But even though we don't got that confirmed yet, at least we do got a glorious UFC Apex event this Saturday with a main event on 1 week's notice. A fighter 3-0 in the UFC, 10-0 overall. 1 week notice, first 5-round fight ever. Incredible.
Yeah.
We got PFL. The finals, the first finals of the season. 2 title fights on that card. And then the rest is pretty dog shit. I'm not going to lie. And then we got 1 championship, which is actually back with a couple of fights that we care about. So, you know, we said that we're probably not going to be talking about one anymore. We actually got something to talk about.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that does. Drop a comment. Let us know how you're feeling about all these fights. Let's fucking go. First one to get into is UFC Fight Night Apex 100 and something. Our boy, Tatsuro Taira, he is back after a little bit of a layoff, taking that loss to Brandon Royval, which I feel like was very good for him.
For sure.
Just a rough loss, took a lot of damage. He's extremely young, got pushed into the top of the division quick. So it's like, just, take the time, cook on your skills and all of that.
Yeah.
And the fight against Amir Albazi was a weird one because it's like I feel like he could win. It's still gonna prove a lot, but it's still higher up in the division than I just generally feel like is good for him right now. Amir Albazi ends up pulling out yesterday, and so we're waiting. What are we gonna get for our main event? And in steps in.
I was about to. Apparently, at one point there was negotiations for it to be Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Taliesin Teixeira.
Which I feel like Waldo just threw his name in the hat and it came up like that. I wonder how realistic that really ever was. You know what I mean?
Even if it was like offer, like I definitely, because it was like Waldo turned it down, right?
No,
that's like what
Taliesin turned it down.
Oh, okay.
Waldo trying to talk shit like he didn't just get finished by Derek Lewis 3 weeks ago.
It was just. I was just saying that because it was a weird time, like when we found out it was canceled to this new main event.
Yeah.
And that was a possibility, apparently.
Yeah. But Tatsuro Taira remains on the card, steps in, undefeated 10-0, 29-year-old Hyun Sung Park. He is a very solid prospect, a 3-0 in the UFC, all finishes. He has been looking good. What are you guys actually giving him in terms of chances coming in on less than a week's notice against Tatsuro Taira in his first UFC main event?
That's so rough to say. It's he's been obviously he had the fight with Steve Ercik he was training for, but that was for a 3-round fight. So this dude's probably he's at least not coming straight off the couch. So he was training for a fight. So he's probably still good for the 3-round cardio, but training for Ercik versus Taira is completely different because Taira is so grapple heavy that I'm thinking Taira's probably just going to go out and kind of manhandle him.
You think that's how it plays out?
I think over the course of the fight, it definitely will. The first round will probably be a bit more rough for Taira to get the takedowns because Hyun Sung Park, we haven't seen a lot of his grappling, but I am going to assume it's flyweight. He's got to have some pretty decent grappling, and so that's the reason I'm thinking the first round might be a little rough, but
The only thing I'm gonna say though with him and the booking with Steve Ercik, that was also short notice for next week. He was only booked for that, a week
Yeah.
ago? So it's like he
Right.
still only is on like a 2 weeks notice for a camp. You know, it's not like he was fully prepared for a Steve Erceg fight and then it just got pushed up. You know, like he took that short notice as well. He just would have had a little extra time there. So, yeah. Just want to add that in there.
No, that's fair.
But I don't know about manhandle him. I don't know. I think that Taira is good, and I think that he is probably a bit more well-rounded than him. Yeah. And I do agree that Taira, like being the one that's been training for a 5-round fight, like I think that he is going to have better cardio than him. We've also, you know, like we got to see him in the 5-round fight with Royval, so like we know that he can go 5 rounds. He's been there before. I don't know. It could be a rough, like, you know, first couple rounds because Hyun Park definitely likes to go after it.
Yeah.
Because the one thing with him is that because he was in the road to the UFC before this, they do have numbers on him that can actually tell a bit about him because they have a total of 5 fights it's 5 fights or 6 fights. I don't know, something like that. But either way, they've got fights on him to show numbers, you know, and while the level of opponents are obviously different, he does have an 100% takedown defense. Yep. He throws about 2 strikes more per minute or lands about 2 strikes more per minute than Taira does.
Yep.
Accuracy lower, defense a little higher. It just, I wonder how it's going to play out. Because the one thing with Taira that I've been bringing up to Jimmy and I feel bad about is that he is 6-1 in the UFC. He was supposed to fight 4 different people in the rankings. And all of them pulled out on him. He was supposed to fight David Dvorak. He ends up getting Carlos Hernandez. He's supposed to fight Tim Elliott, then Joshua Van, ends up getting Perez, who is a ranked guy, but, you know, it went the way that it did. He's supposed to get Amir Albazi. He pulls out. It's like, I just feel bad that, like, you know, his 2 fights were Alex Perez and then the loss to Brandon Royval in a tough fight where he did look good. So I think because he has that high-level fights that, like, he should be able to utilize that and be better than this guy. But I just don't know enough about him. I think he's going to win, but that's because I believe in Taira, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And to be fair to that 100% takedown defense, his opponents have only combined shot 3 takedowns on him. So it's like a very low amount of takedown attempts attempted on him. So, like, that's kind of like, I'm not going to say completely fugazi, but, like, it's not like the most real thing either.
Because I definitely didn't go and look at all that. I just saw that they actually had a bunch, like, multiple fights to go off of, and still seeing that, I was like, damn, you know?
Yeah, no, and Hyun Park has also been shooting about 2 takedowns per fight, so...
Yeah, Taira only a little bit up on the grappling, you know, like going more on takedowns, securing them, and then, like you said, Hyun more active with the striking and what he lands.
Yeah.
And that's where the only real path to victory that I feel like I do see for Hyun Park is being the more aggressive fighter. And honestly, I feel like he's probably going to be the more physical fighter. That's why when you said, like, you know, Taira manhandle him, especially like early on in the fight, like, I feel like the grappling is probably going to be pretty even, honestly, like, if anything, because I do just think that Taira is overall like the more well-rounded fighter and just an amazing grappler. So I feel like he just is he's going to be able to just do well with the scrambles. But I feel like just over the rounds, like if they're on the feet, if Taira is just allowing him to land the bigger shots on him, then I can easily see him just able to get ahead on the points that way. I do question his ability to sustain that enough to actually get a decision over 5 rounds, though.
Right.
And so that's where it is hard for me, where if it was 3 rounds, if they were both right, you know what I mean? It's like I could see the potential avenue for him here. 5 rounds short notice against Taira now, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to be able to go out there and get it done over him. I don't think he's going to finish Taira, and it's like, because we saw how much of a chin Taira has from that 3rd round against Royval, and Hyun Park has been dropped in 2 fights, one in Road to UFC and his UFC debut.
Yeah.
So that's just another, you know, Taira is not the biggest puncher, the biggest striker or anything, but he is a very solid, clean fighter. He's very thoughtful, and if he catches him slipping, he'll crack him with a good shot.
Yeah, so that's true. I should have actually opened that up and like looked at these things on that because all making me feel a lot better, because like I've always like since this morning or fucking whenever it was booked, I was like, okay, like I still think that Taira can get it done, but it's just like, yeah, Park has just been like a solid prospect coming up, and it's one of those things where he might not have like, you know, the same experience, but he's looking good against these back end guys where it's like, what can he actually bring to this level, and like just a little worried about it. But
for sure.
Yeah, I do agree that I don't think he's going to hurt Taira, because like you said, saw the chin on him. It's not happening. He's obviously chinny and can get dropped, so that's something Taira can do. And like you said, I just don't think that he's going to be able to keep up the pace over the 5 rounds. Like, he might have a tough first round, might even have a tough second round, but I feel like by round 3, Taira should be able to get that, you know?
Yeah.
No, yeah, and even though like we were talking about like also with like Young Sung Park, he does initiate and grappling a lot of the times. He does only have a 33% takedown accuracy. So that's something that I do feel like that Taira's going to be able to handle, because he's been preparing for Ursing, Albazi, like he's been preparing for all these guys who also do shoot in on takedown. So he's going to be working on that takedown defense and trying to, you know, set up reversals, set up to where, you know, he gets double unders, throws, you know, his opponent down, gets on top, you know, things like that. So I feel like, yeah, no, that's also why like the manhandling thing, because if he could just like get him in a shot and then just turn it around and get on top, like we know what his top pressure is like that is a different thing. So I just feel like, yeah, Taira should be able to win that, as long as he doesn't get like cracked and then like hurt up against cage or whatever. Like, he should have this. He also has a 4-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, that was something that I saw earlier, where they're same height, but 4-inch reach advantage. I'm pretty sure that was this one that I was looking at.
Yes, it is.
But and because it's like it's one of those things where obviously, like saying that, I don't think Hyun Sung Park's going to be able to go out there and get a finish. It's like, between UFC and road to UFC, 5 fights, all 5 wins, all 5 are by finish. So it's like he obviously has that potential, but definitely just do believe in Taira's ability to not get finished in there by him and either get a finish of his own or probably win a solid decision over him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then, if Taira is able to just, get like solid bounce back win and everything, where would you like to see him go from here? Because it just, like you said, he's gotten so many like opportunities to fight ranked guys, but it just most of the time they never come to fruition. He was obviously supposed to fight Albazi, but that fell through. Do you think they should go back to that rebooking, or just try and find like another ranked guy, see how the rest of the division is playing out whenever he's ready to come back?
Find another ranked guy.
I was about to say, there's another ranked guy like right there who just won his fight very recently in Esteban Mabayev. He kind of has also somewhat of a similar problem where he gets a bunch of ranked guys that, they're supposed to fight and then they have to pull out for whatever reasons. So it's kind of like, hey, put these two together. They're the ones who keep, getting to the fight. So why not have that happen,
Yeah.
I do think Taira beats him, but like that's kind of the thing is with the division, it's like, who else do we give him? Manel Kopp maybe, but
on it, I was
that's
because
one of those things though with Kopp is like he pulls out a decent amount as well.
Yeah, that's very true. Because that's where it was like, my only hesitancy. It's like, I feel like we don't need all these new guys to fight each other so quickly. You know what I mean? Because we don't, in 3-4 years, want to end up in the same kind of position that we have been with the top guys. But so it's like, if he is able to get a Manel Kopp fight and actually is able to show up and get that fight, that would be one I feel like would be very solid for him. Just a very different style at the higher, like just the top of the division, where it's like, obviously the striking defense has shown to be lacking a little bit with like just the head movement and stuff. So if he really hasn't like fixed any of that at all, Kopp can definitely tag him with some clean shots. So
100%.
But let's go. Definitely room for our boy Tatsuro Taira to get it done.
If Hyun Sung Park does win, we got a new guy in the rankings.
So we'll see what happens with the winner of the main event, whoever comes out on top in that one. Going on down to the co-main event of this glorious Apex event. You know it's going to be incredible when you got 2 guys that are both 4-1 in the UFC at 155 pounds ready to get after it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Chris Duncan, 2-fight win streak, 2-fight finish streak, 2-fight gilly streak.
True.
Taking on Matuez Rebecki. Got 1 split decision win, I believe it was. Over
Orobai.
Mekdebek Orobai in his last one did get a fight of the night with that one. Got a performance bonus. $150,000. How are you guys feeling about these two gentlemen at 155 pounds matching up against each other?
It's going to be a fun fight.
War.
Yeah.
Like, both guys have been putting on performance of the night, like not like necessarily like actually getting performance of the night bonuses in every single one, but like they always come out and perform like they're trying to get that award, and like on a card like this, they're definitely going to be able to get it. So it's going to be very interesting. Like I'm not sure exactly who I have at the moment. I don't even know who I'm leaning.
Yeah, I feel you. I haven't really thought that far into this fight because honestly, I was just like, it's a fun fight at 155. They both go in there, they both go after it, and yeah, I'm just expecting a good 155 fight.
Yeah.
I get it. I think I'm leaning a bit towards Chris Duncan, honestly. I feel like his wins are overall, like his 4 wins in the UFC are a bit more solid. And just like names and everything than what Matuez has done. And I don't know. The past 2, I really thought that Chris Duncan was just going to be the one to come out on the losing side of just the war. And he's done very well of obviously getting the Gillian both, but just like finding the finish. I really just kind of feel like he's going to be able to find the finish over Rebecki in this one, honestly. It will probably come late, like second, third round or something, but I feel like he's going to be able to get it done, honestly.
I mean, he might be able to. Rebecki's only got 2 losses. Both of them do come by KO. But yeah, let's see if he's going to be the first person to get a sub on him, or if he's going to be able to knock him out too.
Rebecki coming in here 3 inches shorter, 5.5 inch reach disadvantage.
Okay, I thought that Chris Duncan was like a little bit taller and stuff. Did not realize that the size between the height and reach is that
66 inch reach. Him and Young Sung Park have the same reach.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
They're the same size, exactly.
That is fucking insane. Obviously, Matuez is 12 times wider than him. You know what I mean?
I need to see these two side by side at like weigh-ins.
That's really funny. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling more confident with Duncan. With you saying that. Yeah, it's not like either of them are super young or anything. Chris Duncan, 32 years old.
They're both 32.
Both 32. It's a 7-month age difference.
So many similarities between these two.
Virtually identical.
Yeah,
except
other than the size.
No.
But
I was going to say not really, but sure.
Virtually identical in spirit, you know? They're both 155ers, you know? They're both 4-1 in the UFC.
Yep.
They're both European.
There you go. That's another one. Let's go, Chris Duncan, right? Yeah. But yeah, I do agree that no matter what, I feel like this is going to be a very fun fight. And it is kind of crazy just seeing like just Tapology ranking type thing where fucking Rebecki at 19, Duncan at 44. I'm just like, man, surprising of like one, Rebecki's that high up there, but then just that big of a difference between them.
Yeah. There's a reason like there are times I don't take Tapology ranking seriously. You know, when I was looking the other day when I was doing matchmaking for the last card, the people were being idiots, and they put Marcus McGee at number 1 in bantamweight.
That's crazy. But I just wanted to like check this just to be sure before I said it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's because Rebecki has been on bigger cards like more consistently throughout his career, where it's just like more notice on him than Chris Duncan, who's just been on regular fight nights, you know?
Very fair.
Yeah.
And I feel like if anything, probably getting that win over Mekdebek probably like help that. Because we're saying that I feel like Chris Duncan's like overall wins are better than Rebecki's. I do think that getting the win over Mekdebek is the best singular win out of all, like either of them together. So definitely gonna be a good fight. I'm super excited for this one. But the next one on the card,
another 155 war, way more of a war than this one.
This one way more sad feels going into it and just worried. Because it's like, I don't know, the co-main event, they're both good. It's going to be fun. But I don't, overall, like, division-wise, don't care too much about either of those fighters, you know? Or, like, with the co-main.
No, I know what you're saying,
This feature bout, though, Esteban Ribovics taking on Ellis Brener. I really like both of these fighters.
Yeah.
Elves Brener, 2-fight losing streak, got finished in his last one. Esteban Ribovics, coming off a loss to Nasrat Haqparast, was a split decision, but still lost that. Both 3-2 in the UFC. Bro, this is gonna be rough for both of them, no matter who comes out on top.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of feeling a bit more worried for Elves Brener.
100%.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
Last one was a third round KO against Joel Alvarez. Like that's rough, and he's been in wars. Like that Khaybulaev fight. Like he had to pull that finish out in the third round to win that fight. And then
it's like
his UFC debut being a split. Like he's just.
Yeah, with Esteban, it's like we've seen him go to war and end up like split decisions back to back, but it's like winning one, losing one, just going out there, taking big shots, landing big shots, and he's only got 2 losses, and they both come by decision.
Yeah.
Elves Brener, like you said, with him just getting finished by Joel Alvarez, and bro, he has been struggling on the fucking scales his last couple fights. He has looked so bad on the scales the last couple times. I know he withdrew against Zellweger back in March. I don't remember why. I don't know if that had to do with weight or anything, but like he has just not been. It's been a struggle for him to make this weight. Where I feel like that's the other part. It's like you got finished by Joel last year. Now you're coming into this fight. He has taken a year off, so that's very good for him.
Yes,
but it's like you're
to the date coming back.
Yeah. But it's like you're going up against this guy that is just down for a fucking war. He can land some big shots. And if you did not get your weight together and you're struggling like that, it's about to be a long night for Elves. And then on top of it, it's like you have Elves Brener who lands 4 strikes per minute. You know, that's a lot. Esteban doubles that. Because it's 3.99. So, 4 to 8.08. Esteban does absorb a little bit more, but both of them absorbing over five strikes per minute. So that's fucking terrible on both ends. So it's just it's like everything that I've just mentioned.
Just the defense better too at 55% to 48 for Elves.
Yeah. So now, like with everything that I've mentioned, it just is looking bad for Elves as well. You know,
it is.
Like,
one thing, he's got the reach advantage. But
But the thing is like even when you think about like 3-inch reach advantage, it's like approximately 1.5 inches on each side. You know what I mean? Like that's a little bit, but like to use that super effectively as like this huge advantage, it's not. You know?
Yeah, no, and I'm not sure how many of his fights he's had the reach advantage in. You know what I mean? So it's like
I mean shit, you got the fucking split over Daniel Zellweger, so you know what I mean, and Esteban Ribovics, so it's like that's not a you know, like that. It's like being able to come out on top over that. It's like 3 inches with Elves. Yeah, that is not much at all.
Exactly.
Takedown accuracy 23% for Elves.
With a 63 defense for
I know, and it's just kind of crazy how it's like was supposed to fight Daniel Zellweger earlier this year, had to pull out, and it's like, so you're supposed to fight the guy that lost to Esteban on a 2-fight losing streak. You pull out, and it's like, well, now you get Esteban who beat him. You know, obviously it's like styles make fights and everything, but it's like it seems kind of fucked up, like on that 2-fight losing streak and everything. To just now your opponent is just a better one in a much harder fight. You know what I mean?
It's 155.
They're all hard fights.
They just making fights.
I get it, but it's just one of those things. It's kind of funny.
They just make fights, but also like every fight is a hard fight at 155. Like that just is what it is. Like it's just a division full of killers. Like, now if it was someone like Elves Brener versus like Matt Frevola, I would be favoring Brener more. But Frevola can crack, but he can also be cracked.
No, that's way more of a wild fucking Oh my god, that. Yeah, most fighters you just at 155 you throw in there against Matt Frevola. That it's like if they're right outside of the rankings type thing, or like back 25 something. It's like, that is
a crapshoot.
But both of them super young. Overall like 27 for Elves, 29 for fucking Esteban. So like still got plenty of time to work. I guess shouldn't say super young, but young enough. At 155, you look at the rankings; they're very young.
True.
They're fairly young,
yeah. But goddamn, that's gonna another one between those two fights. It's really like take your pick at fight of the night. You know,
That's what I was just gonna say. If this makes it into the third
thing.
round, this probably is the one that takes it, though.
Yeah, I definitely get it. Any excitement at all for Karol Rosa versus Nora Cornolle?
No. I like Karol. She's
Yep.
solid, but she's not like the most exciting fighter to watch, you know?
Yeah.
But like there's no hate on her either. It's not like the worst fights. I know that we've seen Nora. We talk about her multiple times. She's been getting finishes. Oh yeah, but she's been missing weight.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, her one loss, the split loss to Jacqueline, she made weight in between those two misses.
Nice.
Yeah, but honestly, Karol should probably beat her. Like the girls that she's beaten in the UFC, Jocelyn Edwards, Melissa Mullins, Haley Cowan. She lost a split decision to Jacqueline Cavalcante. Karol Rosa might be back and forth, but she is just better than that, you know?
Yeah.
Will Karol be able to get her first UFC finish in this?
Doubtful.
Her average fight time is hilarious because every fight has been going to a decision. So her average fight time is 15 minutes even.
Nice.
Yeah, literally 11 fights, 11 decisions. Damn.
Yeah.
7-4. That is kind of crazy. I never realized that with her. But because it's like you said, she's not the most exciting fighter at all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it just one of those fighters where we're definitely fans of, you know. So it's just like cool to see her. But
it's funny because
overall
she lands
for the division,
6.22 strikes per minute. Like,
yeah, 5 years younger than Nora too. Heading into this, 30 years old for Karol.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, either way, she's due for a win anyway, because since she's been super back and forth. So, yeah.
Let's go.
Half-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, dog. Moving on, though. What about this fucking old man's fight?
Speaking
what
of a reach disadvantage.
Fight. This is an absolute banger in 2016. I would be so excited for this
even
fight.
Like 2018.
This is top 10, top 15, you know, implications in fucking 2016, 2018, around there. You know what I mean? This would be a big fight. But now, you got two old men.
Yeah.
Neil isn't too far removed from top 15.
This is true.
Technically, yes.
But I do get in terms of wins.
He shouldn't have been there for, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, shit. He's got a finish win over D-Rod, honestly. So it's like, you know, book that rematch. He does it again. He's back in the top 15.
True.
So true.
He's also got a decision win over Jeff Neal.
That's very true.
But
honestly, he should be the champion. He beat Robbie Lawler. All right, so first round knockout, Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos or a Neil Magny decision? What are you guys feeling?
I'm thinking Neil Magny decision. Like, Elizeu has to overcome a 7-inch reach disadvantage.
I feel like that's not too bad when you're throwing spinny shit. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be rough. Okay, but like he throws the spin, misses, he's getting grabbed up and put against the cage immediately.
True. Boy, if he spins out of the clinch, now what's he gonna do?
I mean, he could try.
I don't know, man. Neil's probably gonna win by decision.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Elizeu could be more exciting, but Neil's gonna make this boring.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Neil is gonna have one of the most exciting performances of his lifetime. He's gonna go out there, ragdoll Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos like he's a fucking D1 wrestler. He's gonna do to Elizeu what everybody thought Bo Nickel was gonna be able to do to MMA fighters. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what? That would be fun.
Just gonna fucking scoop him up, easy blast double, just walk around the cage, just like fucking hyping up the crowd. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just slamming them down.
Yeah, that 38 takedown % accuracy is about to go hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that once, and he's gonna miss a couple, and he's gonna do it again. Yeah. Neil Magny decision. Let's go.
Yep,
He's
that's what I'm
got 14
feeling.
decision wins out of 22 wins in the UFC. It is crazy his fucking longevity in this division and what he's been able to do, honestly.
Yeah.
37 years old, 6'3" with an 80-inch reach. It's a problem for a lot of fighters, man.
Yeah.
I just put together he came into the UFC only losing once. He has 13 losses overall, 12 in the UFC. He came in at 7-1 and is now 29-13. That's insane.
Yep.
It is crazy.
Andrew Treese when he was 6-0 fighting a 3-0 fighter. Very nice. Got subbed. But yeah, let's go. That'd definitely be cool to see Neil Magny just keep adding on. It just at this point, getting wins, he just got to keep to the decision record. You know what I mean? Just keep on stacking them up. See how many you can get in the UFC. Just be the complete opposite of just a lot of exciting fighters.
Yeah, right. Look, you need the yin and the yang,
Yes. You got Neil Magny, you got Terrence McKinney. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
I was gonna say you got Neil Magny, you got Justin Gaethje, One barely
not go to a decision ever. He's like, no, not even once. We're not doing it at all.
I was going more so all decisions in fairly boring fights versus has more performance bonuses than he has fights.
All right, same.
It's either one more or the same, but either way,
yeah, insane. But yeah, hopefully that's a fun one. Main card opener, Kevin Vallejos versus Danny Silva. How you guys feeling about this one? 10-1 for Danny Silva, 15-1 for Kevin Vallejos.
I think that this is also going to be a very exciting fight.
Oh, yes. Tell me about it.
Bro, I'm not sure who's going to win or, I am leaning towards Kevin Vallejos because his striking is so fucking clean. And Danny eats a lot of shots per minute.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, 8.
That does come down to his Contender Series fight, though, because he went to war on Contender Series. It's kind of stupid. Like, the strikes, just from that, 213 of 328, and his opponent 204 of 502. Yeah. So clearly he can do that. He does shoot takedowns. He will grapple. He shoots about 2.3 per 15. Has a 46% accuracy, and he's never been taken down in his 3 fights. And I did see that Josh Kulabau shot 4, and then somebody else shot 1. I didn't remember to look at the Contender Series, but either way, Kevin doesn't shoot. He tries to defend, and he tries to stand up and war it out. And it seems like Danny might be down for that, but might be trying to switch it up. He's also 4 inches taller, got a 2-inch reach advantage on him. So I'm just wondering if that's going to cause problems for Kevin.
Yep.
He is also, just very young. How old is he?
23
years old. Yeah.
Yep. And 28 for Danny, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this line. I feel like this line is because Kevin went to a decision with John Silva. A minus 470 to a plus 345 for this fight. 2-0 versus 1-0 in the UFC.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, yes, but I do also get it because, like he said, Kevin Vallejos is a striker, and it's bruh, you're landing at a 7.36 significant strike per minute rate, and you have a negative striking differential.
0.6, yeah.
That is awful.
It is awful.
That's awful.
Now, mind you,
not good.
Mind you,
that is not good.
Mind you, listen. This is just
awful.
61% defense for him. That's stupid. The fact that it's 7.9 and your defense is 61. That is insane.
I don't think I've ever seen a number that bad.
Yeah. I know. I saw that and I was like, "Oh wow!" That's...
I wonder if that is the highest strikes absorbed per minute.
I know that there's definitely been some wild numbers over the years I've seen, but it's not knowing off the top of my head of the highest. That's a bad one. Basically 8 significant strikes per minute. Your average fight time is 15 minutes.
Yep. A lot.
Yeah.
His average fight time is 15 minutes.
Like you're on average going to take 120 significant strikes. Like in a fight, terrible.
Yeah, no, that is terrible.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea who's going to win this one, though. I do agree that it's going to be fun, but it's like, yeah, with just obviously all those numbers and everything, it just really is bad. But it's like, yeah, 5 years older, had, like you said, the 4-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage, like that definitely could cause some problems. So it's like, yeah, this is going to be one hell of a fight, though. Saying the other two fights at 155 could be fight of the night, this could easily end up being that too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good fights on the main card, honestly, in terms of fun.
I will say I will not be surprised if this one ended up getting snubbed for one of the two up top, just because of name value and also just like I know all 4 of those guys are all willing to go to war. You know what I mean?
100%. But after that, we got the prelims. This card was supposed to be so much like with just saying of like, oh, episode 200, Apex, all that. Like, genuinely, I could have been excited to fucking talk about all this shit on the Apex card if it was all. We were supposed to have Andre Lima on the card.
Yep.
Obviously, the main event, Amir Albazi, Tatsuro Taira was supposed to be there. Just way better circumstances and everything. Azamad Bekoyev taking on Torres Finney. Dude tweeted, "Hey Dana, don't book this fight in the Apex. This is my dream. Don't listen to me." And then they did it in the Apex.
Yes.
Didn't get the main event dream. You know what I mean? Things happen. It's okay. Still early. But we were going to get that. Francis Marshall versus Austin Bashi. That was going to be a fucking good fight too. Yeah. Super excited. And then, it's like when Torres Finney pulled out, we were going to get Yoshiri from the Contender Series. Fought Poetan and Izzy, a couple guys, and, kickboxing. But and then he wasn't able to get a visa. So that didn't end up happening. So it
was one of those Apex cards where there wasn't big names, but this would have been a really good prospects card had it not fallen apart.
Oh yeah,
but it did.
Yeah.
And now when we get to the prelims, I literally care about one fight.
I'll do you one better. I care about 2.
Okay.
But you can go into your fight because yours is way better.
Rinya Nakamura is back after he took his first loss back in January against Mew and Gafferon.
Yes.
He's taking on Nathan Fletcher, and I just think that he should be able to win this fight. And I'm just excited for him to be back.
Yeah, excited. I am also excited for him to be back. This is the fight that I was going to go into. Yeah, he's my draft pick.
Dog.
Hopefully he comes back. He's able to just bounce back from that loss, just have a good performance, and just does what he needs to do. Weirdly enough, both these guys strikes absorbed per minute, 1.7 on the dot for both of them.
I just saw that. That's really funny. But overall, I really do just feel like Rinya is better. Yeah. I think that he has more power. He obviously has more power in his hands. You know what I mean? Like where he can actually get like the knockouts and stuff. He's only grabbed himself one submission, but we've seen that it's because like he has a big wrestling background and his wrestling is really good. Like just defensively, offensively, it is very solid. But he just looks like he wants to like strike more, and then he started showing off his grappling like a bit later on. I just think that his grappling is going to be better than Nathan Fletcher's. He's like straight tricky with like the actual submissions themselves.
Yes.
But I just feel like if Rinya is the one in control, I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, no, especially.
And also, I wouldn't be surprised if he just. Sorry, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if he just wants to strike with him though. If he ends up knocking him out or something.
I also wouldn't be surprised if he went out there and took him down. Like Nathan Fletcher has a 50% takedown defense. Just get it done. Like take him down, choke him out, and just kind of like start going from there. And getting more fights, just trying to be a bit more active this next coming year. And just kind of just get the win here. Get the confidence back and just be like, all right, yes, no, I am him.
Yeah, because Nathan Fletcher, like he's a very solid fighter, but it is not great by any means. And it's like you said, I do just believe Rinya is way better just everywhere. Honestly, he, like you said, way more power in the hands. The grappling, I feel like he's just going to be way too physical. That it's like he's just going to dominate those positions. And I know it was a split. you're not about to tell me someone that lost to fucking Calvin Lauren is beating our boy fucking Rinya Nakamura, so you can hop
That's
up on
so
that
true.
yeah, so that's overall the fuck any other stats or anything. End of the day, he ain't winning because of that, and I believe that in my heart. Let's go. But yeah, and then for me, I am excited. I'm always excited to see Rodolfo Vieira fighting at 185 pounds, taking on Tresean Gore. Not that great of a fighter at all, but he is one of those things where like he's solid, but he came in just so inexperienced and shit off of the Ultimate Fighter that it's like another one of those things. Dude should not be here.
Yeah, his
Dude
overall record,
regional, like
his overall record is 5-3, and in the UFC he is 2-3.
Yeah.
No one should be coming into the UFC at 3-0. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like, Rodolfo Vieira, 5-3 in the UFC. He is just a way better, way more experienced fighter. He's taken some like RA losses, fucking losing to, Fluffy and Chris Curtis, like, not too bad. The Petrovsky one was a little bit rough. I thought he was going to win that one, honestly. But even then, it's like Andrei Petrovsky is definitely more solid overall than Tresean Gore. So it's like, I feel like it's possible that, like Rodolfo Vieira never been knocked out before, but I feel like there's a chance that Tresean might be able to catch him, just, I don't know, 35 years old for Vieira, just getting a little bit older. I wouldn't be the most surprised in that, but I feel like this is going to be easy takedown and sub for Rodolfo Vieira first round.
You want to talk about a strike differential. Tresean Gore lands 2.77 per minute and absorbs 8.16.
That's bad.
This is why you shouldn't bring them in at 3-0. Like, just for their own goddamn sake. That is so crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Luckily, Rodolfo, not the biggest striker or anything. Not the cleanest. So, like,
no, not at all.
But, like, holy fuck. And even him, 3.33 landed per minute, absorbs 4.40 per minute. Both with a negative strike differential.
Yeah, but to your point, it's like lands more, absorbs less, way less.
Way less.
Yeah, that
almost half.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That is insane. I am glad I went to look at these stats because what the fuck?
I mean, it's one of those things. You have 3 losses in the UFC. One of them is a decision loss to Brian Battle. Got your ass whooped over 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like he has a first-round knockout loss to fucking Cody Brundage and then a second-round knockout loss to Marco Tulio. He got beat the fuck up in that.
That was the one. Because he landed 17 in that fight, but was hit 127 times.
Yeah, insane. And then it's like his wins, like just into the second round, and then just over a minute in the first round. So it's like just a lot of short fights, and then just rough losses. So it definitely makes sense that just that number is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But let's go Rodolfo Vieira, hopefully by sub, but it could also easily get a decision
Yeah.
here. Other than that, it's like really not too much. Nick Klein versus Andrei Pulayev. Felipe Buen's taking on Rafael Esteban, and Pierre Rodriguez taking on Ketlin Souza. So we'll see how those ones play out.
Felipe, Rafael, that's a flyweight fight, so could be fun, but
it probably will be.
1-1.
See how that undefeated record does for Rafael Esteban,
Yeah.
Yep. Minus 500 favorite.
Yeah. Let's go. We do have 2 more cards to talk about for this weekend, but they're not too stacked out, not too much to talk about. But PFL World Tournament, we got the first finals coming up this weekend on Friday. True. The only things that matter at all are the 2 title fights that we have on the top. Thad Gene, undefeated 10-0, taking on Logan Storley. Very good win for Thad Gene, getting it done over Phil. Was not expecting that one. I really thought that was going to be
Thad Gene, Jason Jackson.
Yeah, Jason Jackson. Sorry. But same thing. Didn't expect him to get it done. I don't know. Do you think that Logan Storley is going to be able to just go out there and, do his normal grapple fuck wet blanket style against Thad Gene? Or do you think Thad Gene's pulling out a knockout and he's walking away with the $500,000?
Hopefully Thad can get it done because that would be cool for him. And I don't want to watch wet blanket for 5 rounds,
Yeah. I get it.
especially on a Friday night. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
5 inches taller for that gene and a 4.5-inch reach
Yeah.
advantage. Very big.
I do think he's going to be able to get it done. Like, if he's able to just defend the takedowns, then he should easily be able to get this done. And then after that, like, yeah, just that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, Logan Storley decision.
I don't know.
Potentially, like,
I
Thad's
feel like
never
Thad
gone
really
5
knows.
rounds. Logan
And
has.
that's, like, the main thing. Like, he got
True.
finished by Shamil Musayev, and that was the only person to do that. So, like, I guess we could see if Thad can also, like, get that done. But I don't know. It's like he has 5 knockouts, but he also has, like, 4 decisions. Like, he kind of does both. He's 3-3 with that in the PFL, so it's not like he's always getting those knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't, and the longer it goes, I'm just like, okay, it's just going to be Logan Storley decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Because I also do just wonder where obviously Jason Jackson is a very solid grappler, getting it done easy over Yaroslav when he beat him. But I also wonder if, like, just one of those things of defensive grappling to offensive grappling kind of a thing. Because he, didn't have the most success against that gene with it. But obviously Logan, he's a much better offensive grappler.
Mhm.
So, I'm definitely interested to see how that plays out, but I did kind of forget about the 5-round factor, and that definitely will favor Storley.
Because if Logan is able to drag him into deep waters, just taking him down, like, just landing, like, ground and pound every once in a while, like, elbows from the top or whatever, like, it's going to be a long night for Thad.
Yeah, 100%. This co-main event, though, is a pretty damn good fight. It's always nice. And that's where it's just I got such a fucking hard time in my brain sometimes of just wanting to, like, still fully support PFL, and then other times just fucking throw them in the used fucking toy bin and just throw them in the dumpster and just be like, I don't ever want to play with you again. I hate you. But it's shit like this that gives me hope sometimes.
Yeah.
But then it also makes me angry because I know they'll never do something like this again for at least 9 months. But Movlid Khaybulaev 23-0-1 taking on Jesus Pinedo for the 145 title. I am so fucking excited for this fight.
Pinedo's about to go out there and knock Movlid out.
You confident in that?
I honestly am a little bit.
I really don't know.
What, 6 inches? Yeah, he's 6 inches taller than him. Got a 4-inch reach advantage on him.
Yeah, he's gonna be a lot bigger. Yeah.
And Movlid, he looked better in the last one.
Yes, he did.
But I still just think that it can be done.
It can be done.
24 minutes ride. 24 have failed, technically.
Daniel Pineda did it, and it got overturned because he failed the drug test. But it happened, and it can happen again. Jesus Pinedo is back, and he is ready to win this tournament for the second time.
He's got the
power. I believe in his abilities to do so.
I think he might have the defensive grappling to do it. I don't know.
I don't know if this is just like a Tapology thing, but it says that it was 2 5-minute rounds for that fight.
What, against Pinedo?
Yeah. You click on it, and duration 2x5.
It had to have been a fuck up on their end.
Either way, if it was 2x5, clearly that it isn't an exhibition bout and means nothing. So,
I just went to the actual page and it was a 3. Oh wait, that's the wrong fight. What the fuck? How did I get here?
Either way.
No, it was a 2 5-minute round. They were doing that.
Huh.
The early brackets were all 2 5-minute rounds.
No, because the ones before that were 3 5s.
No, on this card.
Oh. On that one card, they did 2 5s?
They did multiple. They did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, because it was a tournament, I guess.
But that's where it's...
I don't fucking know. I'm just reading you from Tapology, okay?
No, I know, but that's where it's just crazy because it's like, this was like looking for the fights for the same year. Like before that, they were set for 3 5. So I guess the last one, they were like, oh, it's 2 5. That's fucking weird. 3. I don't know why they do that. Means nothing. Either way.
Why was Chris
yeah, it's because they fought again. Okay, yeah. I guess at one point they did some type of one-night tournament playoffs thing.
I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's one of those things where I do feel like Jesus Pinedo can definitely go out there and find the knockout and, get it done. But it's just fucking 23-0, man. It's just one of those things where you start getting to a point where it just feels like they're just going to win no matter what. You know what I mean?
I get it. But not this time.
That'd be fucking awesome. Jesus Pinedo able to win both kind of PFL tournaments, like the original fucking regular season where it was 4 fights getting the $1 million, quote unquote, and now the new style. That'd be cool for him.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Who do you think winning in that fight, Ginger?
I got Pinedo.
Let's go.
Uppercut.
That'd be very nice. But yeah, that is all the meaningful stuff from the PFL this Friday. Also on Friday, we got 1 championship going on, 4 MMA bouts, 5 Muay Thai bouts, and it's actually pretty damn decent in the main event. Regian Ursul, the champ, is back defending the Muay Thai title at 170 pounds, but it is lightweight. Taking on George Jarvis. Do you think Iron Man can get it done against the Immortal?
Is that his name, Iron Man?
It has there. If it's not, he fumbled everything.
He fucked up. I don't think he has a nickname.
Yeah,
that has to be. His last name is Jarvis. Kate knows nothing. She doesn't even get it at all.
Bart Harley Jarvis.
Oh, his nickname according to one championship is a G unit.
Anyway,
I hope he loses.
Ursul's back to Muay Thai, and it was in Muay Thai is when he started getting his shit together and started left hooking people out of there.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can just do that again. But George has been on a good streak in 1 championship. He lost his first one, but he's had 4 wins since. So
yeah, I'm just very. It's like we did have fun with the whole Alexis Nicholas trilogy. You know what I mean? There were some good moments and stuff, but it's one of those like things where it's like as it started to go, it's like the fights weren't as good, and you know what I mean? It's just like okay, like you said, very happy to see Regian back in Muay Thai. His style and just how he fights, it is very hard for him to, I feel like, just score knockouts in kickboxing. The gloves are just real big, and it just really it's rough. But yeah, so I'm glad that he's back in Muay Thai, and hopefully he just goes out there and gets the gloves. Yeah, dog. Put on the MMA gloves. Let's go. But yeah, should be a good one. Hopefully. Co-main event. We got some MMA. Gary Tonin rematching Shamil Gasanov. Shamil's only loss on his record at 15-1 does come to Gary Tonin. How you guys feeling?
I don't know enough about either of these fighters.
I think that Gary's probably going to catch another sub on him.
You think so?
Yeah, because Shamil Gasanov he uses his wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
It's like he's not like this giant striker where he's going to go out there and just like put super pressure on you and like maybe that's going to be his plan here is like let me strike with him because now I know like no, he's really a grappler.
Yeah.
But if he ends up like nah, I got to shoot on him, I got to take him down, Gary's fucking subbing him again. That's just how I feel.
Okay. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Because
like he does not have extended exchange. Like like you said, he goes for the wrestling, and so it's like even if it's just like let me try and use like more ground and pound or something. You know what I mean? You're just gonna give Gary Tonin the opportunities to catch you in something even easier. So
exactly.
Yeah, it might just kind of work on a few things. You know what I mean? To maybe be able to defend positions better. But I do kind of agree that Gary Tonin probably up again. I don't know necessarily if he gets a sub, but if any, I just feel like he easily wins.
They should. Okay, yeah.
Thing is he's only got 1 decision win on his MMA record. Like he is not. It's not very often that he's not finding the finish.
Yeah. That's where it just for the rematch. That's where it's like because Shamil is a very solid fighter, so that's where it's like but just getting the experience in there. You know what I mean? Feeling what it's like. It's just one of those things where
no, yeah, for sure. But it's like you got him in a knee bar last time. It's like okay, let's not fuck up here, but. Gary is slippery, so you could fuck up in a lot of places there, and like just with his main game plan being the ground, I'm just Gary's catching a sub.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buggy choke, let's go.
That'd be awesome.
That would be. What are your guys' thoughts, though, on Ben Tynan taking on Grishenko?
Ben Tynan by
Bro,
mauling.
I can't even think of Grishenko's fights,
Neither can I.
which is
Definitely
crazy.
remember seeing him, though.
Yeah, like I know that I've seen him multiple times.
Oh, he got the leg kick one on the Qatar card. Okay. I slightly remember that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
his
vague.
only 2 losses are to Anatoly and Buchecha.
Definitely not 2 bad losses to have for him at all. And, Buchecha, Anatoly. But, yeah, I definitely expect Ben Tynan is probably going to go out there and get it done over him. At least, hopefully. Let's go.
Yeah. I was about to say, he'll show his level in the one championship heavyweight division if he is able to go out there and get that win. Because, yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because it's like, yeah, he's got, a couple of solid wins within one championship, Grishenko, So with those, his only 2 losses being them 2, it would just, actually give us a level as to where he's at there.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then I feel like the last good mention of this card, motherfucking Supergirl is back, right?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. She's gonna walk out tall and lanky as hell. Attack on Titan theme song is gonna be scary. It's gonna be epic.
Damn, I didn't even realize it's been this long. I knew she was out for a while. I didn't realize it's been like 2 years.
I was gonna say it's probably like 23 at some point, right?
November 23, yeah. So like damn near almost full 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is good because that was a really rough fight for her. She didn't look good walking out. She didn't look good on the scale. She didn't look good in the fight. She got finished in the first round. I would really like to see her come out and just look like she used to,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
She got to work good behind the punches. She got to grab the clinch, dig the knees to the body, rip her apart. Hopefully she goes out there and gets a very good stoppage. Would love to see that for her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Other than that, not too much going on this card, but hopefully it's fun overall.
Yeah.
But let's go. Those are all of the events to talk about for this weekend. We got some fight news, but it's too much to get into, so we're going to hit you with a video for that later on in the week. Until then, we will catch you on the fight news video. Peace out, everyone.